Welcome back to the guys. It's 1 out of 5, 6, 7 videos that I recorded today. I don't know. Recorded a bunch. Here's another first impression video. Welcome once again, guys. This is another first impression video. This one's going to be on Kowloon Generic Romance. And this one aired on Saturday. I know probably posting this on Monday or Sunday. Not really sure when I'll be posting it. But this one is actually a really interesting series. I was lost, and then I wasn't lost, and then I had a bunch of questions. And if that doesn't make sense, then try watching the first episode. Kowloon Generic Romance. Before anything, guys, if you haven't done so by now, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Give some love by commenting, liking, and sharing. You guys can find me on social media by checking the description below. You also can check out my other first impression videos. I have probably 7 or 8 now posted, if not more, and more to come this week for sure. So make sure you do check out all those videos, because I am excited to see what else and what what else we can watch and what else we shouldn't watch of this season, because I do have some already that I'm like, you just don't watch it. So anyways, this is again on Kowloon, and I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, Generic Romance. This one is definitely science fiction, romance, and I guess that's really pretty much it. I remember seeing, and I don't know, I might have the first volume, just never reviewed it. Because I remember seeing that cover of the manga, but there is 10 volumes to this manga. It is a manga well known. It's a weekly Young Jump manga release, so it's very popular there in Japan. The anime just started and there's only 1 episode, but I believe there's also a live action that is releasing in this year or next year, something like that. So it is a pretty big series. I guess I'll start like that. It's a pretty big series. Now I could have sworn I saw Capcom or something like that. One of those companies was in the beginning of the episode, and I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I saw something like that. I'm looking through all the documentation here for the series, and none of that shows up. So I don't know why I had the impression that in the beginning of the episode there is like a flash of a company, and I'm playing it right now just so I know what it is, and that's not what I thought it was. It is Bandai Namco, and Bandai Namco is not that. Bandai Namco is something completely different. But I will say the animation for this one is beautiful. It's actually really well done. They do a really good job. I think in the beginning episode, like, they have a shot of the refrigerator. At some point they have shots of streets, and even though it's a made-up sci-fi cities and all that, they do really good job with detail. So this one, by far, from any anime I've seen so far this season, has the best animation. Now, the story follows this girl who has a job. We don't know what she does in her job, but she goes to her job. There's only 2 people there. One guy, coworker, like, who she works very close to, and just another guy. In her job, we really don't know what she does. Like, she has accounts and she gets help by the other guy. That's about it. And it seems like she is like independent, but at the same time, her coworkers always there for her, and they're always going to lunch together and always doing something together, and it just seems like they're a thing, right? In fact, they go to a restaurant at one point, and the waiter calls them says that they're going out, right? And she's like, no, this is not my boyfriend, blah blah blah, and she kind of brushes it off. We have so many things that kind of happen, and it feels like he tries to communicate with her in certain ways, and she is bothered by it sometimes. At one point, she has glasses, and she starts saying that her glasses are hurting her head, and finds out that she now has 20/20 vision, and it's very weird. At the same time, the guy is telling her that he doesn't trust the company that takes control of the city, and like there's like a another planet or star or moon, something in the sky that I guess they're building. I don't know. It's weird. It's a lot of questions, a lot of weirdness throughout the whole episode. Um, and then the last part, there is like an advisory to stay home, be careful. She's just painting her walls white, and animation there is very good. I'll just say that. It's a very good animation there. Um, but specifically, she faints, and again, out of the blue, this fiance dude shows up. I mean, not fiance, boyfriend dude shows up, and a coworker. We don't know who he is, but they call her boyfriend. She's like, no, we're not boyfriend, girlfriend. And then she tells herself, I'm in love with this guy. And then she goes back to the same restaurant. And this same restaurant, the waiter confronts her and says, well, don't you remember stuff? And it's so weird, but like a flash of thing happens, and like the restaurant that she's in all of a sudden becomes like a rundown place, and then it goes back to what it is. So I kind of feel like if all this story is just happening in her head, and the places that she's actually going to are all run down, they're actually all destroyed or something. And even the waiter might be someone that she's playing in her head as well. So um and that's it. Like that's the episode in a nutshell. Like there's not much to it. Um there's a lot to the episode. There's a lot of conversations and all that, but there is really not too much to it. And I feel like what's going on is that she probably had some accident or something that made her lose her memory of her fiance, because he does tell her that he proposed to her there in that restaurant. So she's slowly gaining her memories back, but at the same time, because she lost her memories, she recreated a whole story of herself and recreated stuff that maybe are not there anymore. And now she's just trying to piece the pieces back together, and because of that, she's hallucinating and seeing things that are maybe not there. So a lot is going on. I'm confused, but also in awe in how well the story is told. So and the animation is really good. Watch it just for the animation. I would just watch it, to be honest. So I'm hoping this one's dubbed. I don't know if I'm gonna watch this one sub episode by episode, but I will watch episodes at a chunk. So we'll see. Thank you guys so much for watching this. If you haven't done so by now, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Give some love by commenting, liking, and sharing. And guys, like always, don't be strangers. See you guys.